Happy Friday, everybody. Thank God the weekend is here again. Well, almost. Got about half a day. But hey, it's Friday. Thank God for that. Hope you're having a great week. Rain finally stopped here in southeast Texas, and I think for a lot of the south. I mean, it was bad. Flooding, bad storms. Gonna have some rain on Mother's Day on Sunday, but at least it's nothing like that happened last week. Anyway, we're going to go over what's happened in baseball and softball the last few days. We've had some upsets in baseball and softball. These conference tournaments, they are really going strong. Some teams have already been upsetted. We'll talk a little bit about that. Anyway, before we get started, hit that subscribe button down there. Let's go over some news. Got a few news items here. Former Miami power forward, Norshad Omier. I think that's how you say his last name, Omier. Norshad Omier. He's going to Baylor now. He's committing to Baylor. USC women beat UCLA for their fourth straight beach volleyball championship. Congratulations to them. UCLA men beat Long Beach State for their second consecutive men's volleyball championship. So, again, congratulations to them. Former five-star quarterback Sam Heward transfers to Utah from Cal Poly St. Louis Obispo. I can be honest with you, I've never heard that school. Cal Poly St. Louis, I guess Cal Poly in St. Louis Obispo. Anyway, he's transferring from there. He was the backup at Washington. I guess he didn't want to stay behind Penix anymore, so he went to Cal Poly St. Louis Obispo. I guess that's how you say the town. I don't know. Anyway, Eward sounds familiar. His father Damon and his uncle Brock, they also played at Washington. Brock now on ESPN. Not sure what Damon's doing now. But Brock, he's an analyst for college football on ESPN. Last year, he threw for 2,205 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions at Cal Poly St. Louis Obispo. Anyway, he's going to be Utah's new quarterback now. Well, we'll see what happens there. Get ready for Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl on December 28th. I don't know. Former Baylor and BYU basketball player Caleb Lohner transfers to Utah. He's going to play football now. So he's going from basketball to football. Remember Mike Riley? Remember all the success he had there at Oregon State? Built them into a pretty good program. Then went on to Nebraska where it didn't go so well. Anyway, he is going to be the newest member of the College Football Playoff Committee. So that's good. They get another coach in there. Sounds pretty cool. Georgia's Charlie Condon has hit an NCAA record 34 home runs this season. That's a single season record for home runs in the NCAA, and Georgia's Charlie Condon hit him. He hit another one, too. We'll go over that here in a minute. Former Colorado running back Alton McCaskill, he's out, headed to Arizona State. Former Mississippi State and Vanderbilt quarterback Mike Wright, he is headed to Northwestern now. And speaking of Northwestern, almost a year later, 3 more former players are filing lawsuits for the hazing that went on there. Why they waited a whole another year after it all came out, I don't know, but anyway, they're doing it. And former Seton Hall guard Kadari Richmond, he is transferring to St. John's. All right, so let's get on to this. We're going to go back to Sunday. Some things that happened. Baseball. A&M goes to Baton Rouge. Loses the series. Went down 2-0. LSU was looking for the sweep. Aggies ended up winning that third game 14-4. Kent for the Aggies, he had a grand slam in that one. Spoiled LSU's sweeping dreams there, I guess you would say. Number 8, Kentucky beat number 2 Arkansas 7-4. Kentucky's Petrie, solo home run and an RBI double. Kentucky won that series. Number 5, East Carolina beat South Florida 8-5. USF did win the second game 5-4, but East Carolina still won the series. Number 7, Florida State beat number 20 North Carolina State 8-1. Series was 1-1. Third game canceled. I don't know if they ever made it up. I guess because of the weather. The whole South had bad weather last week, so I couldn't find anything if they actually made that game up or not. Cal Poly beat number 9 UC Irvine 11-2. UC Irvine, 3 errors in that game. Number 23 Alabama beat number 16 Mississippi State 10-5. Grant for Alabama, he had a 3-run home run. Bulldogs still won the series though. Number 19 Georgia beat number 17 Vanderbilt 11-7. We just talked about him, Condon. He hit a 3-run home run in that one. UGA, Georgia, they swept that series against Vanderbilt. 27-19, India. That's crazy because Vanderbilt's always been on top of the baseball world. I want to say A&M swept them too. And man, they just don't look like the Vandy team that we usually see. So I don't know. Maybe the Whistler's not coming around. I don't know. I haven't watched the Vandy games. So I'll be honest, I've quit watching Vandy games because that Whistler guy was so irritating a few years ago. I don't know. Maybe he's not whistling hard enough. Maybe he doesn't whistle anymore. I don't know. Something's going on there. Somebody needs to find out and get to the bottom of that. 27-19, Indiana beat 31-17 Purdue, 5-4. Indiana won that series. 27-21, Cincinnati beat 28-18 West Virginia, 8-2. Cincinnati wins that series. 21-21, Minnesota beat 30-16 Nebraska, 6-2. Nebraska won that series. 28-19, Kansas State beat 27-17 Kansas, 4-2. Kansas State's English hit a 2-run single. Kansas, though, they did have 12 strikeouts. They pitchers threw 12 strikeouts. Kansas State won the series. 22-24, Auburn beat 25-22 Ole Miss, 10-9. Auburn's Alsop, 9 strikeouts in that game. Ole Miss won the series. Okay, so real quick, we try to talk about everybody, all the schools, not just. But for some reason, baseball and softball, you can find scores of the lower conferences, AAC, MEAC, and all that, but they just don't put up the records. So you don't know who got upset and who didn't. I don't know what the deal is. It's only like the Power 5 and the Group of 5 conferences where they put up their records under scores and stats. The lower tier conferences, they'll be in the World Series. They're eligible for the World Series. I just don't know why they don't put up the records. So I don't know who got upset and who doesn't. It's crazy. Anyway, all right, so softball on Sunday. Number 2, Oklahoma beat number 4, Oklahoma State, 8-2. Oklahoma State was looking for the sweep to win that series. They didn't get it. Number 21, Oregon beat number 7, Stanford, 1-0. Stanford won that series. Number 9, Florida beat number 8, Texas A&M, 11-3. Wallace for Florida, 2-run home run, and she hit an RBI double. Florida swept Texas A&M. A&M did not need that. Number 19, Mississippi State beat number 12, Georgia, 2-1. Falpito for Mississippi State, 2-run home run. Wesley, she struck out 8 Georgia batters. Mississippi State won that series. Liberty beat number 13 LSU 3-1. Liberty's Root, 2-run home run in that game. LSU still won the series. 27-25, Louisville beat 29-23 Boston College, 11-4. Boston College still won the series. 31-19, Ohio State beat 38-16 Michigan, 2-1. Ohio State won the series. 21-28, Oregon State beat 35-16 Cal, 6-5. Cal still ended up winning that series. Monday, no baseball upsets, no softball games at all. Kind of weird. Usually have 1 or 2. Tuesday, baseball. Number 2, Clemson didn't get upset, but they did have a scare. Charlotte came on strong. Charlotte did have more hits, more errors. I don't know why I don't have the score here. But I did read that it was a close game. Number 9, Duke beat number 6, East Carolina, 5-2. East Carolina only had 4 hits, but had 3 errors in that game. Number 8, Florida State barely beat Jacksonville, 7-6 in 11 innings. 30-18, Alabama beat number 21, Troy, 7-6. Utah Tech beat 30-16 Utah, 11-8. 23-24, Auburn beat 28-18 Georgia Tech, 7-2. Auburn's Bellew, 3-run home run in that game. 32-18, LSU barely beat Northwestern State, beat them by 1, 6-5. Northwestern State actually had more hits in that game. Softball, 31-24. Ole Miss beat number 25 Kentucky 7-2. Ole Miss to Smith, solo home run and an RBI single. Wednesday baseball, Murray State beat 25-23. Ole Miss 12-9. Murray State's Vogel, grand slam and an RBI double. Hell of a game for him. Hogart also hit a 3-run home run for Murray State. Liberty beat 31-15. Virginia Tech 13-8. Virginia Tech committed 2 errors in that game. Softball conference tournaments have started. We'll go over a couple things here in a second. Moving on to Thursday, baseball. Number 15 Georgia beat number 13 South Carolina 14-10, despite committing 3 errors in that game. Georgia's Smith, 7 strikeouts in that game. The team combined, all the pitchers, 14 strikeouts for the Bulldogs. But South Carolina, hell of a pitching game for them. Good also had 7 strikeouts, and the team, all the other pitchers, 13 total strikeouts in that one. Phelps for Georgia, 3-run home run and a 2-run home run. Nice game for him. Gonzalez hit a 3-run home run. And Cordon, just talked about him, got 34 home runs record. One of them was in that game last night. He had an RBI double and a solo home run. Collins also had a 2-run home run. Like we said, conference tournament started for softball. Already had some upsets happen. LSU beat Tennessee, who I think Tennessee was ranked number 1 in that conference there. Wisconsin beat Ohio State. BYU beat Oklahoma State. We will dive into more of the softball conference tournament, going over the review of this coming weekend, because now they're starting to knock out some of the, I don't know how it'd be nice to say it, some of the bad teams, I guess. But, I mean, you got upsets happening, so they're not all bad. Anyway, yeah, we'll go over that more after this weekend. Maybe do a show Sunday, not sure, because it's Mother's Day. Got plans with my mother. I'm not sure how long I'll be over there. Maybe over there all day. Depends on if she's tired or whatever. But if not Sunday, definitely Monday. We'll go over everything that happened this weekend. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all your mothers out there. Mother is the most important job in the world, I swear. I will swear by that till the day I die. Nobody can do the job like your mom can. Anyway, make her day special. We will see you back Sunday or Monday.